Hello, hello, Rise Builders. I'm going to start reading in Galatians 6 and 9, okay? It says, "And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up." We will reap if we do not give up. All right, I know you guys saw the thumbnail with the Essie nail polish talking about patience. I was in Walgreens on Thursday. And for those who know me, know that I love nail polish. I have nail license. I don't practice nails, but I still keep my nail license up, and I love a beautiful, good quality nail polish. And at one time, I used to really be into OPI, which I do. I still wear OPI occasionally. But I love me some Essie nail polish. It really stands the test of time, and the colors are just so beautiful. So I'm in Walgreens and I see this advertisement that says, if you purchase 2 Essie nail polishes, you'll get $6 off. I'm like, whoa, because each polish costs $9.99. So I can get $9 off of $6 off of each bottle. Okay, that's a good savings. So I talked about, downloading the Walgreens app and all that good stuff. So I followed the instructions, did all that good stuff. First thing happens is it told me that my password was no longer active. It wasn't working. So I had to, go through the process of getting a new password, all that good stuff. Okay, in the application, so I'm hitting clip coupon. But then every time I would get to the next level, it would tell me that it needs to send me a code. So it would send me a code, regenerate a new code, and I would put that code in. And when I would put that code in, it would take me back to another page. Y'all, this went on for about a good 12 minutes. And then one of the reps, she walked up and we started talking about it. And she was like, oh yeah, hit clip, data. And she saw me do all of that. And I'm like, gee whiz, I'm going to get this polish. So, got up to the cash register, and the cashier, she was watching me go through the process, and she was like, it's not coming up, ma'am. It was just ringing up full price. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to pay full price. I am going to get this polish. So I went and sat in my car because I didn't have my glasses, and I called customer service, the technical, folks. And she pulled up my account and she was like, I do not see where you clipped the coupon, but I'm showing that you have like $1.48 that can go toward anything you purchase. I'm like, okay, so she told me to sign in again. So I signed it again, signed in. This time I saw another icon that said clip coupon. And she could hear me in the background talking. I'm like, okay, clip coupon. And I heard her say, hold on, let me check on my end. Sure enough, this time it took. And she says that, okay, I'm showing that the coupon is now clipped. So I went back in the store. And, before I did that, I was at the cashier's line. And it was a lady in line before me. And she heard me, talking about this, the problems I was having. And she says, is it working now? And I said, no, it's still not taking. She said, have patience and get what's due you. Have patience and get what is due you. I was like, okay. She said, yeah, they want to wear you down to the point that you don't get your discount. She says, take your time and get your discount. She says, it happens all the time. People just get so frustrated. They'll be like, bump this. I'm not even going to worry about it. And I was like, what a word. Have patience and get what is due you. And that's when I went to my car and called customer service. And she was absolutely right. And I know you guys are like, you went through all that for $6. Yes, I did. Because I love the quality of that polish. And that is something that I really wanted for myself. Sometimes when I get paid, I think I've talked to you guys about, I set aside when I get paid $100 for myself that I can just buy whatever I want. And I know that number doesn't sound like a lot, but it can go a long way. Where I just treat myself something, even if it's just nail polish, something small to reward myself for something that I really enjoy. That $100 will go a long way. About 3 weeks ago, I went and had a 60-minute Swedish massage. They were running a special for $20. So hey, yeah. But that just really got me to thinking that we really need to have patience in order to get what is due to us. Sometimes we get so frustrated. We've gone through so many different formalities. We waited in the line. We waited for the job. We waited for the relationship and all that good stuff, and it's still not happening. Have patience. Have patience. It's coming. It's coming. You're like, well, how long? I don't know how long. But let me tell you, I was in Walgreens, I know, guys, for at least a good 30 to 40 minutes. 30 to 40 minutes going through that process. And sure, I could have paid for I could have just paid, the $20 or whatever in taxes. Of course I could have. But I knew if I just went through the process, the end was going to be better. I felt better walking out only paying, $14 and some cents. Yeah, because I had an additional $1.48. So yeah, I felt accomplished. I'm like, I did that. Yeah, my head was hurting. I was a little irritated. But see, sometimes that's what it's about. How far are you willing to go? Are you going to be uncomfortable to get what you want? Sometimes we got to be uncomfortable. Everything is just not going to drop. It's not going to drop. And in the end, I got some really pretty polish. I mean, it is so... Hold on. Let me grab it real quick. It's right here. I mean, it was worth it to me. It was just so worth it. I love Etsy. That's Etsy on my nails now. I need to do my nails now. It was worth it. I love this. So what is it worth for you? That's the question. What is it worth for you? I don't know. I love to talk about people, who are trying to, have their babies, and they are just so frustrated with this process. It's a young lady for years and years and years. She just been, dealing with infertility. And I'm like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. God may come a different way. He may come a different way where she may have to adopt. I don't know. I don't know what the end is going to be. But if she keeps holding on, she's going to hold that bundle of joy in her hands. Everybody can't, push out a baby. It's different for each person. Some people go through different methods of having children. And it's okay. A mom is a mom. A mom is a mom, Some of you guys are waiting for your one. You're like, I'm so tired. I want my perfect person. First of all, that person isn't going to be perfect. That person is going to be full of flaws, okay? But that still can be your one, that you're going to be, all yum with your one person, hey. It's going to happen. That job that you so desire, I don't know how it's going to come, how it's going to happen. But if you're patient, it will be fulfilled. But you cannot become weary. You can't become weary. You cannot faint. You got to keep the faith, and you got to keep at it. You got it in you. You are built to win. You are built to be victorious. You are built for the job. You got this. All right, guys. Until next time, continue to grow and glow in the Lord.